Audiophiles considered to be snobs by some people? Well, think about it. I mean, the perception of being a snob comes from arrogant behavior. And I will admit that a lot of audiophiles know things about sound, stereo sound, that the layman just doesn't understand. And maybe that's why they feel like they're in a position of knowing something that others don't know, and that causes their behavior to be somewhat arrogant. Um, you know, I don't know, but I'm going to say if that's the case, the one thing that comes to mind is imaging and soundstage. And imaging and soundstage has to do with the fact that, if you're sitting in the sweet spot listening position between your speakers, the music becomes three-dimensional throughout the room, and your speakers disappear. What you'll get is, instead of hearing sound coming from the left speaker and sound coming from the right speaker, you'll get this lush soundstage of images that that usually include vocals in the middle, often bass and drums too, but they'll do interesting stuff on the left and right, backup vocals. Sometimes the piano will be distributed throughout the soundstage. And in some audio applications, but certainly in movie applications, you have imaging that comes from the rear as well. A two-dimensional stereo system reproduces three-dimensional sound. And audiophiles know this, and the layman doesn't know this. And I think that might be one of the reasons that maybe some audiophiles can be condescending to normal listeners. I buy and sell a lot of speakers because my hobby is to work on them. I buy them, refurbish them, and sell them. And I've bought and sold, about 100 pairs of speakers in my lifetime. And I always have them set up so that people can come and listen to them. And I can tell the people that understand imaging and soundstage immediately, because the other people won't go to the center line in between the speakers and get into the sweet spot as indicated in this chart here. They'll go up and they'll listen to a speaker directly. They'll listen to it off from the side of the room. They won't care what their position is. They'll just listen to the speakers. And then I know right away that they don't know about imaging and soundstage. And right away, I'm sure I even come across, arrogant. I mean, we all do from time to time, because I try to teach this. And it's hard to teach something that people don't understand because they've never heard it or seen it before. I mean, until you hear imaging for the first time, you have no frame of reference to understand even what it is. So, I call upon all, quote, audiophiles that understand this to spend more time with non-audiophiles, or any listener that wants to improve their stereo experience, and teach them about these things, and teach them through demonstrations. Invite people to get over to your house to listen to your stereo so that you can explain to them what imaging and soundstage is about. And maybe if we do more of that stuff, we wouldn't be perceived as snobs so much. Anyway, Lance here, the vintage speaker audiophile. If you find value in this, hit like and maybe subscribe. Also, I'll post an instructional video I did on this very topic on the end page. So if you want to find out more about stereo imaging and soundstage, you can select that video and go through that. Thanks again, and have a great day.